ever thought about how weird it is that just a twig scratching your leg can hurt so much?
Yeah.
It's because pain isn't just about what happens to your body, right?
Right.
Your brain plays a huge role in how you experience it.
Absolutely.
So today we're going to take a deep dive into the neuroscience of pain
Okay.
with Professor Lorimer Moseley.
Interesting guy.
Yeah, he's a clinical neuroscientist and has some incredible insights to share from a talk he gave
Oh, wow.
at the Mind and Its Potential conference.
Cool.
Yeah.
Moseley's work is fascinating because it really challenges how we usually think about pain.
Right.
We assume, I think, that pain is just a direct response to injury, but it's so much more complex than that.
You won't believe what happened to Moseley.
What happened?
So this story actually completely changed how he thought about pain.
Okay.
He was camping in the Australian bush wearing a sarong,
Oh.
and something brushed against his leg.
Oh.
He just figured, oh, it's a twig, didn't think much of it.
Right.
Turns out he'd actually been bitten by one of the deadliest snakes in the world.
Oh, my goodness.
An eastern brown snake.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary.
The craziest part is the snake bite, like a serious threat, caused very little pain. Because at the time, his brain didn't interpret it as dangerous.
Wow.
His brain was totally oblivious to the danger.
That's wild.
So fast forward 9 months.
Okay.
Moseley's walking in the bush again.
Oh, no.
This time in work shorts when a twig scratches his leg.
Oh.
But this time,
Yeah.
excruciating pain.
Wow. So that's the key takeaway here, I
Yeah.
guess. The same thing.
Right.
Brushing against his leg.
Yeah.
Completely different pain response. Why?
Right.
Because his brain had been through the snake bite incident
Right.
and was now on high alert,
Totally.
interpreting any sensation on his leg as a potential threat.
Hold on, we've been here before. Remember that snake.
Right.
Let's
sure.
not take any chances and crank up the pain dial.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Our brains keep a record of past experiences
Yeah.
and use them to interpret new sensations.
Right.
Like it's trying to protect us.
Totally.
And this highlights a crucial point.
Yeah.
The level of pain you feel isn't always directly related to the amount of tissue damage.
Right.
It's your brain's interpretation of the situation that really matters.
Yeah.
So you see, your brain is playing a much bigger role in your pain than you might realize.
Okay, so how does all of this actually work in our brains?
Well, it starts with signals traveling from the site of the sensation to the brain.
Okay.
There are different types of nerve fibers involved.
Okay.
Think of it like a communication system.
Okay.
You've got your fast fibers, like a high-speed internet connection,
Right.
that quickly send messages to the brain saying, hey, something is touching you.
Okay.
And then you've got slower fibers that are more like sending a message by carrier pigeon.
Uh-huh.
They take a bit longer and are more focused on potential threats.
So the fast fibers are like, hey, something's touching the leg.
Yeah.
And the slower ones are like, whoa, hold on, this could be trouble.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Moseley compares these slower fibers to those old unreliable cars.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
the ones that break down on the way.
Yeah.
It gets the message to the brain eventually,
Okay.
but it might take a while.
Okay, so we have these signals being sent to the brain, but what happens then?
Well, all those signals end up in a part of the brain that acts like a central processing center.
Okay.
It filters through all the incoming information and decides which signals are important.
So it's like a control room.
Exactly.
Figuring out which alarms to pay attention to.
Exactly. But here's the truly mind-blowing part. The brain doesn't just passively receive these pain signals.
Okay.
It analyzes them, compares them to past experiences,
Right.
and considers your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs about the sensation.
Huh.
And all of that influences how much pain you actually feel.
So you're telling me that what I think about my pain can actually change how much it hurts?
That's exactly what Moseley's research suggests.
Wow.
He did an experiment where people had a cold metal stimulus applied to their hand.
Oh.
When a red light was shown at the same time, their pain was much more intense compared to when a blue light was used.
Wait, so just the color of the light made a difference in how much pain they felt?
That's right.
Really?
The physical sensation was exactly the same.
Wow.
But because red is often associated with danger and heat,
Right.
the brain interpreted the cold as more threatening.
Wow. So even though we feel pain in our bodies, our brains have a lot of control over how we experience it.
That's a great way to sum it up.
Yeah.
And this brings us to a fascinating concept that Moseley calls neurotags.
Okay, neurotags.
Yeah.
What are those?
Think of them like unique signatures in your brain for
Okay.
different types of pain.
Right.
Each neurotag is a network of brain cells
Okay.
that fire together to create the experience of pain.
So like a fingerprint for each specific pain.
Exactly.
Right.
And these neurotags can become more sensitive over time,
Okay.
which helps explain why chronic pain can last,
Right.
even after an injury is healed.
So even if the original problem is gone, the pain pathways in my brain can become so sensitive
Yeah.
that almost anything can trigger pain.
Precisely.
Wow.
And understanding the role these neurotags play is crucial for finding effective ways to manage and even overcome chronic pain.
This is all so fascinating.
Yeah.
It really changes the way we think about pain.
For sure.
It's not just a simple signal from the body.
Right.
It's a complex interaction between the body and the brain.
Absolutely.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's take a moment to let all of this sink in.
Okay.
We've learned that your brain plays a much bigger role in pain than you might think.
For sure.
And it uses past experiences and even your current thoughts and emotions to interpret pain signals. We'll be back in a moment to explore how this understanding can change the way we think about pain management. Welcome back. Before we pause to kind of gather our thoughts, we were talking about those neurotags, right? And how they can actually become more sensitive over time.
Yeah, for sure. And that increased sensitivity can lead to something called spreading pain,
Okay.
where the pain starts to affect a larger area than the original injury site.
So it's not just that the initial spot hurts more, but the pain actually spreads out.
Exactly.
Huh.
It's like if you spilled coffee on a map,
Okay.
the stain might start small, but gradually spread outward,
Okay.
covering more and more area.
Okay, that makes sense. But if the pain is spreading, does that mean there's more damage happening in the body?
Not necessarily. It's not that the body's more damaged, but rather the neurotag, that unique pain signature in the brain, has expanded.
Okay.
It's like the brain is losing its ability to pinpoint the exact source of the pain.
Okay.
So it casts a wider net.
That sounds incredibly frustrating. It must be like your whole body is hurting.
It can be incredibly challenging for people with chronic pain.
Yeah.
They might start to feel pain in areas that were never injured in the first place.
So what can be done about it? If it's the brain that's driving the spreading pain, is there a way to retrain it?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it's
Right.
what makes Moseley's research so exciting.
Right.
He's exploring different ways to rewire those pain pathways in the brain.
Can you give an example of how that might work?
One of his studies involved people with complex regional pain syndrome,
Okay.
a condition that causes severe pain and swelling in the hands.
So even simple things like moving their hand would be incredibly painful.
Exactly. And what's even more interesting is that their pain and swelling would actually get worse
Really?
when they looked at their hand
Really?
while moving it.
Wait, so just seeing their hand made the pain more intense?
Yeah,
That sounds like a terrible situation to be in.
it is. Imagine needing to use your hand for everyday tasks,
Right.
but knowing that simply looking at it will make the pain worse.
Right. So what did Moseley do to help these people?
He and his team wondered if they could change the pain response
Oh.
by manipulating how people perceive their hand visually.
Oh, okay.
They had participants look at their hand through magnifying glasses while performing movements.
Interesting. What was the purpose of that?
The idea was to see if altering the visual input could change the brain's interpretation of the pain signals.
Okay.
And you know what? When they looked through the magnifying glasses, making their hand look bigger,
Uh-huh.
the pain and swelling actually increased even more.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah,
I would thought seeing a larger hand would make the pain seem worse.
that's what we might expect.
Right.
But the truly fascinating part is what happened when they flipped the magnifying glasses around,
Okay.
making the hand look smaller.
Okay. I'm curious now what happened when the hand appeared smaller.
The increase in pain and swelling was drastically reduced.
So just by changing how they saw their hand, they were able to influence the pain they felt?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It really highlights the incredible plasticity of the brain.
Wow.
How adaptable it is.
Yeah.
By receiving different visual information, the brain recalibrated its interpretation of the signals coming from the hand,
Right.
leading to a reduction in pain.
It's like the brain was tricked into thinking the situation wasn't as bad as it initially perceived it to be.
That's a great way to think about it.
Yeah.
This experiment shows that even seemingly simple things, like how we see something,
Right.
can influence our experience of pain.
This is mind-blowing. So while we can't always control the physical sensations in our bodies, we might have more power over our pain experience than we realize.
Absolutely. And this understanding can be so empowering. Yeah. Especially for individuals who have been struggling with chronic pain.
It offers hope that there might be ways to retrain the brain and regain control over their lives.
For sure.
But I imagine this is just one piece of a very complex puzzle.
You're right. Pain is incredibly unique to each individual.
Right.
And what works for one person might not work for another.
So there's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to pain management.
Exactly. But the key takeaway here is that there's more to pain than meets the eye.
Right.
It's this intricate dance between the body and the brain.
Right.
And understanding this dynamic relationship opens up new avenues for treatment and management.
This is such important information, especially for people who have been told their pain is all in their head. It's not about dismissing their pain,
Right.
but recognizing that the brain itself is a key player that needs to be addressed. It's amazing to think that something we feel so physically is actually shaped by our own minds.
Here he is.
It really changes how we think about pain.
Yeah, and this understanding have the potential to really revolutionize pain management.
Right.
If the brain can amplify pain,
Right.
it stands to reason that it can also learn to reduce it.
So instead of just focusing on masking the pain with medication,
Yeah.
we can explore ways to address the brain's role
Right.
in the experience.
Exactly. It's not about ignoring the physical aspects of pain, right? But rather recognizing the connection between the body and the brain.
So this all sounds very promising,
Yeah.
but how do we actually go about retraining our brains when it comes to pain?
One approach is pain neuroscience education.
Okay.
It's all about teaching people how pain works.
Okay.
Simply understanding the science behind pain can be incredibly empowering.
I can see how that would be helpful.
Yeah.
It takes away the fear of the unknown
Right.
and helps people understand that their pain isn't necessarily a sign of ongoing damage or a reflection of their character.
Exactly. Knowledge is power.
Right.
And when it comes to pain,
Yeah.
understanding how your brain is involved can make a huge difference.
So are there?
There are also other techniques that can help
Okay.
rewire those pain pathways in the brain,
Okay.
such as mindfulness practices and graded exposure therapy.
So it sounds like we need to become pain detectives of sorts,
Yeah.
figuring out what triggers our pain, how our thoughts and emotions influence it, and which strategies work best for us.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It's about taking an active role in managing your pain rather than feeling like a passive recipient of treatments.
This whole conversation has really opened my eyes to the complexity of pain.
Yeah.
It's not just a physical sensation, but a multifaceted experience that involves our brains
Exactly.
in a really profound way.
And this understanding has implications that extend, far beyond individual pain management.
Right.
It raises important questions about how we approach healthcare,
Uh-huh.
research,
Yeah.
and even our societal perceptions of pain.
It's a powerful reminder that we need to treat pain with compassion and understanding,
Absolutely.
recognizing that everyone's experience is unique.
Absolutely. And by embracing a more holistic and informed approach to pain,
Right.
we can create a future where pain is no longer a barrier to living a full and meaningful life.
So to wrap things up,
Okay.
the key takeaway here is that pain is a complex output of the brain,
Yes.
not simply a reflection of tissue damage.
It's more than that.
And understanding this can be incredibly empowering, especially for those living with chronic pain.
For sure, it's about shifting our focus from solely treating the physical symptoms
Yeah.
to understanding the brain's role in the pain experience.
We encourage you to explore further resources on pain neuroscience
Yeah.
and have open conversations with your healthcare providers about your pain.
Definitely.
Remember, you're not alone in this journey.
And as we conclude this deep dive,
Yeah.
we leave you with this thought-provoking question.
Okay.
How might this knowledge about the brain's role in pain change how you approach your own experiences of pain?
It's a question worth pondering as it opens up a world of possibilities